Hello everyone, so today we'll be solving Leetcode 921. The problem name is minimum add to make the parenthesis valid. So what the question says is that parenthesis is a string if a parenthesis string is valid if and only if one of the three conditions are true. So what are the three conditions is that if it's an empty string, then we can say it's valid. It can be written as AB, where A concatenated with B, where A and B are valid string. Or it can be written as A, where A is valid string. So basically you are given a parenthesis string S. In one move, we can insert parenthesis at any position of string. For example, if S equal to this string, we can insert an opening bracket to B. So basically this string, and if we add a opening bracket over here, so this string will look like this, but still it's not a valid string because it is not having a, it is missing a one opening bracket. So what we'll do, we will again add a opening bracket. So basically we will add opening bracket like this, and now this can be a valid. So we need to return the minimum number of moves to make a make a string valid or parenthesis string valid. So the answer can be any value. So how can it be any value? Suppose this is the string. I will take the first example. So basically, if this is the string, so I can make like uh, this is also a positive string. So, but how many elements I have added? How many characters do I have added? So basically in this answer I have used 4 characters. So what can be the minimum? If this is the string given, I can like just add this. So sorry, for this answer it would be 3 because we are adding this and this. So but if we have just added a open bracket at the starting of the string, we have just made it balanced, so it would be using only one character. So let's see how we'll be approach the solution. So basically there are two approaches, using stack and using a counter variable. So first of all we will use, let's say, stack. So what stack will do is it will maintain a stack which will contains opening brackets, and whenever there is a opening brackets and whenever there is a closing bracket, we will just pop the first string, and whenever if there is empty, we'll just add this over there. So first of all, let's start. So let's start with this only. First of all, let's start with the first example. So first of all, we are given opening bracket, so we'll just push it over here. Now what we are encountering is a closing bracket. Whenever we encounter a closing bracket, we will just pop out the first element. Now again we are getting a closed bracket. So whenever we are getting a closed bracket, if the string is not empty, we'll just pop. But if the stack is not empty, we will add just we will add a invalid counter will make it 1, that there is one character which is invalid till now. Okay, now let's for this answer, the answer is coming 1. So let's append this, let's add some more elements over here. So let's say this is such element. Okay, so the next element is coming is opening bracket. We will push it over the to the stack. Now we are getting a closing bracket. My stack is not empty, so I will just pop the first element. Now what I am getting is a opening bracket. I will just add it to the stack. Whenever I got a opening bracket, I will just put it into the stack. So at the end, what will be our answer? Answer will be the size of our stack plus invalid counter. Okay, so in this case, our invalid counter is 1. So, and stack size is also 1, and our invalid stack is also 1. So, their sum will be 2. So, basically, in this string, our answer will be 2. So, let's check whether our answer is correct or not. So, to balance the string, we need to add 1 over here and 1 over here, and this will be balanced. So, minimum is 2. So this was the first approach. My second approach will be maintaining a counter array and not like a complete stack. So basically for the first approach, my time complexity is coming order of order of n, but my space complexity is coming order of n. So to optimize the space complexity, I will just not use the stack. I will just use a pointer not a pointer. I will use a counter to just count the number of opening and just count a number and another variable to like store the invalid. So let's do it. What I will do is we will take this example only. So what is this example says is that we have a opening bracket, closing, closing, opening, closing, opening. So this is our question. Okay. So let's see. I will make one variable x and one variable y. It will be storing a invalid, invalid, invalid. And what this will be storing is x will be storing our the opening brackets till now. Opening, opening brackets. Okay. So let's iterate to the complete string. So first character we are let's change the pen. First character we are encountering is the opening bracket. We'll just increment the count to 1. Okay. So first of all we have initialized them both of them to 0. Whenever I encounter an opening bracket, I will just increment the count of opening to 1. Then I am getting a closing bracket. So whenever I'm getting a closing bracket, I will first check the opening variable or x variable, whether it is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater, we will just decrement it. So in this case, it is greater than 1, we will just decrement it. Now we will come to the next variable. So it next character. So it is a closing bracket. Again, we will check the opening variable. Is it greater than 0? No, it is not greater than 0. So we will just increment the invalid, invalid character. So invalid character will be 1. Okay. Now we are again getting opening. Whenever we are getting the opening, we'll just increment the opening and not do anything else. Now again we are getting a close bracket. We'll check opening. Is it opening? Is opening greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. Just decrement it. Now we are getting a opening bracket. We'll just increment it by 1. At last we will return x plus y, which is 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So our answer for this will be 2 here and here. So we will just have to return a boolean value. So this will be our integer value. So this will be our answer. Now let's check. Now let's check this. Now let's check the solution. So for the solution, what I'm doing is I'm maintaining an opening variable and an invalid variable. I am then iterating to all the characters of the string. So I have in this code, I have just converted a string to a character array so that iteration will be more fluent, or it can iterate over all the elements, or we can say characters. So for each character, whenever I'm getting a opening bracket, I will just increment the opening variable by 1. and else if opening equal double equal to 0. If I am getting a close variable, close character, and first of all what I will do is check whether opening is 0 or not. If opening is 0, I will just increment the invalid variable. Else, I will just decrement the opening. At last, I will just return opening plus invalid. Thank you.